Craft buddies, it is Christmas crunch time, and you know what that means? It is my job to bring you a ton of Christmas hacks to help you corral the holiday chaos and help you save time, money, and your sanity heading into the big ol' rush. Hey craft buddies, welcome back to Whiskey and Whit, or welcome if you're new. So glad you're here. My name is Whitney, and today we are talking all things Dollar Tree Christmas hacks to help you save time, money, sanity, all the things. A huge thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video, and without further ado, let's get right into it.
Up first, the bane of my existence is when I am gift wrapping and I can't find the tape and or the scissors because they're somewhere and I can't find them. So grab yourself either some of your curling ribbon, jute twine, yarn, literally whatever you have on hand, and we're going to tie them together. You want to make sure this piece is long enough that you can easily cut and get the tape without pulling the other one across the table. But then if you're looking for it and you can find one, you can find the other. This is a game changer. I promise it's going to save you so many headaches when you're wrapping this holiday season. 'Tis the season for tablecloths, and also 'tis the season for them bunching up and moving everywhere. Here's what you're going to do to prevent that. Grab some masking tape as well as some double-sided tape, and we're going to use this to protect our table but keep it in place. Mark your corner with some masking tape, and then on top of that masking tape, put your double-sided tape. It's going to grip, but it's also going to release super cleanly from your table when you're done. I don't want to ruin my beautiful table that we spent so much time building, so these two are a dynamic duo. Here's another way that you can use that double stick tape for gifting. Grab yourself some paper plates and napkins from whichever section works for you. So whether that be the Christmas section or the everyday section, mix and match until you get a look that you like. Then you're going to head over to my free file library, grab my Dinner and Dishes printables, pair this with a gift card, and you've got a quick and easy gift. This is great for teachers, neighbors, bus drivers, friends, anybody that you want to gift this holiday season and not have to try super hard. Our next hack comes to us from the frame aisle, and as always, if you've got these items at home and you can make these free, definitely you don't have to go buy the Dollar Tree version, but I like to give you guys options. So I thought this would be a great hosting hack for both parties as well as having house guests for the holidays. I created these cute little postcard graphics so you could put your Wi-Fi network and the password. If you've got somebody staying at your house, it's a nice little gesture, so then that way they can easily connect to your Wi-Fi. It's also great for a party, so then that way that's one less thing that your guests have to bug you about. Put it in a cute frame. You can switch it out from season to season, and it saves you time, and it really shows guests that you're thinking about their experience. On your next Dollar Tree trip, grab yourself some vacuum storage bags. You're going to thank me later. We're going to use them to protect our serveware. So I hate that I've got to wash everything to put it away, and then I just had it out in open bins downstairs because I wanted to see what I had, but it'd get dusty, musty, crusty. So we're going to put our clean stuff in a Dollar Tree bin. You could use a bin you already have as well. This is just their dish drying pan. And then I'm going to put it in this bag to seal it. It's going to keep everything clean, keep the dust and debris off of it. And I'm not a huge fan of Dollar Tree's vacuum bag, like suction capabilities for clothes, but for this use, especially for large trays and things to keep the dust off, perfect. I'm going to be grabbing some more of these because they are going to work so well. I love Dollar Tree cookie tins for their intended purpose. They're great for gifting, but I also have a hack on how you can turn it into beautiful decor. In my last video, it was the mystery box challenge, and I turned a little small cookie tin into this campfire marshmallow container, complete with faux chocolate, marshmallows, all the things. So if this is right up your alley and you would like your own campfire marshmallows replica vintage situation, I will go into much more detail on how you can take a cheap Dollar Tree tin and make your own. From decor to gift wrapping, everything in between, ribbon is such a staple this time of year. And here's a fun hack you can do to essentially curl it like you would curl your hair. You're going to take some of this grooved ribbon. The white came from Dollar Tree, and then the other ones came from my stash. You're going to clip one end of the ribbon onto a dowel rod. The thicker your dowel rod, the bigger your curl is going to be. We're going to wrap it around, making sure it's not overlapping anywhere. And then we're going to clip it at the bottom. Then do that for as many pieces as you want. Put them on a foil-lined baking sheet, spritz them with water, and put them in there for 20 minutes at 250 degrees. I kept an eye on them and I kind of moved them around in between. And when you're done, let them cool. You can remove them from the dowel rod and you've got these really fun corkscrews. You can do so much with these, but I'm going to tie them to packages this year, and you can even cut them into little pieces and tie them into a bow. Just give it a fluff and hook it onto a package. Easy peasy, and these are so fun to do. To me, nothing beats Christmas morning, unwrapping gifts, and enjoying time with my two boys and my husband. However, it can get a little chaotic. So here are some of my favorite hacks to chill that out. Grab yourself a large gift sack. This is not only great for wrapping stuff, but it's also great for your trash. You put stuff in there, and if for some reason somebody accidentally throws away a gift card, something with money in it, little jewelry pieces, what have you, you can go through this. I like to save this for a few days after Christmas, after the Christmas crazy has worn off, and you will thank me, because if you end up losing something, you won't actually lose it. You can just go through that bag without extra trash on top of it and find what you need. Also, we have people over after we do our unwrapping on Christmas Day, and so I like to have somewhere to corral the boys' stuff. I grabbed these bins. You can use something you already have, like I've said before. I labeled them with these Dollar Tree labels, and they can throw toys and gifts in there. Not only is it great to get them up to their rooms, but it also corrals their stuff so my house doesn't look like a tornado hit when guests come over. And while we're unwrapping, I like to grab one of these hardware storage cases, or even one of their other organizers you can find throughout the store at Dollar Tree. Fill it with things like batteries, scissors, tape to label cords, a screwdriver, all the stuff you're going to need. So then that way you don't have to keep getting up. You can stay in the moment and enjoy Christmas morning, and the kids can enjoy their toys. This time of year, I know so many people do a lot of cooking and baking that don't normally do, so I wanted to share this hack again because it is such a great one. Get yourself a glass cup. You can get at Dollar Tree, or you probably already have one. Fill it up with water. I microwave it for 60 to 90 seconds. Dump the water out and then put it over the top of your butter, cream cheese, anything you need to soften for a recipe. Give it a couple minutes, remove that glass, and you are going to be in business, and you don't have to wait for it to sit on your counter. And then you're going to have all that time back that you would have left it sit on your counter to soften. You can thank me later.
This week has been absolutely crazy. It's been snowy. I have so many things for work. I just got back from volunteering at Finn's school, and I have not had time to plan anything for meals. That always happens, but you know who has planned for me? HelloFresh. My box just got here. Came from school. I'm gonna go unpack it, and we're gonna have stuff for this week to eat. My favorite thing about HelloFresh is that all the ingredients come in these packages. So you grab your recipe card, the protein, and the labeled bag, and you're good to go. Everything is in there. And the other thing that I really like about it is when you look at a recipe, if you need like a specific ingredient, like a spice, let's say, or something, and you don't want to have to buy a whole container for one, it all comes in individual packages. You get what you need. There's less food waste. I really love it. We get to choose from lemon panko chicken and creamy pesto pasta, hey honey salmon, and chicken shawarma pita bar. HelloFresh has also made some major improvements to their menu. Think more protein, more veggies, and there's also over 100 options to choose from each week. So these are just 3 of those. I love that I get to do the part of cooking that I love, which is the actual cooking, without having to go to the grocery store, do the meal planning. That's all done for me. Get up to 10 free meals on your box at HelloFresh.com with code WhiskeyWhitFM. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's up to 10 free HelloFresh meals and free shipping. Just go to HelloFresh.com with code WhiskeyWhitFM.
One of my favorite parts of Christmas is wrapping presents, but I know for a lot of people it's a necessary evil. So here are some hacks, whether you love it or not, to make wrapping fun, easy, and make your stuff look like $1,000,000. If you're not a tissue fan, but you want to close your gift bag, here's a quick and easy way to do it. You're going to take those little T pieces that are holding the handles in on your gift bag, and you're going to swap them. So leaving them in, you're going to take the ones on the right, push them through to the left, the ones on the left, push them through to the right. Then when you pull the handles, boop, you are going to have a nice shut gift bag. You don't even need tissue. That'll save you on the cost of tissue as well. I also love to grab these Dollar Tree gift bags, whether it be red, white, brown. You can customize them in so many ways. One of my favorite ways is to cut diagonals off the corners and use a paint marker to draw a gingerbread motif. This is great for teacher gifts. It is also great to let your kids go nuts for grandparents' gifts. They would love that. All you have to do is, after you cut it, fold down the 2 sides. And here is how you're going to wrap it and make that tissue paper look like $1,000,000, because I know a lot of people despise tissue because they can't get it to look nice. Here's my tried and true hack. You are going to need about 4 pieces of tissue paper, get it from wherever, Dollar Tree, wherever, and you are going to lay it down with the corners alternating. So you've got your square, then turn it, turn it, turn it. You're also going to alternate the colors if you have multiple colors. If not, just do all the same color. Pinch it in the center, twist it just slightly, and you have what looks like a bouquet. Push that in your bag and bada bing, bada boom. Quick and easy. I promise you it is so easy, and it makes your gifts look like $1,000,000. Also, in the bag section at Dollar Tree this year, I was so pleasantly surprised to find these awesome reusable totes. So they are good for so many different things. They're great for taking presents to the next house, the party, if you're traveling. And then it's also nice because you have those containers to put your gifts in to bring them home and keep everything corralled. You can also package up them as a gift bag, which use my gift tissue hack that I just shared with you to get a really pretty packaging. Just for these, I would do 2 of the bouquets we just did, and that's going to make your bag look nice and full. Another great use as a mom is sneaking things into the house that you don't want folks to see, whether that be kids, husband, whoever. And I was so happy to see the cute artwork, no glitter. We've talked a lot about gift bags, but what about the wrapping paper? Well, Dollar Tree with the price increase has upped their game with wrapping paper, so there are some good options. My favorite place overall to get wrapping paper for the holidays is either Hobby Lobby or Marshalls and Home Goods, but they do have some really good options at Dollar Tree, especially like these $3 rolls, super cute. So here is my first hack. You are going to use wrapping paper to wrap up a gift card. A lot of times you want it to look kind of nice. You don't just want to schlep it in a card. So we are going to cut a rectangle, and this is a great use for your scraps. I kind of like to eyeball it, but what we are going to do is cut about 2 squares to the left, 2 squares below. We need about 2 squares to the right, and then 3 above your gift card. Then we're going to start by taking that left side piece and folding it directly over your gift card. Then you're going to take this corner and fold it over. You want to make sure that that little piece is hanging off over the side. Don't do a straight corner because that is going to create a fun little pocket. Get that lined up, give it a good crease, and then we're going to take that little triangle that popped out, that kind of hung over, and fold it over to the underside. Then take the remaining of the right piece, fold it over. Then we are going to just do a quick little right side of the seam here so you don't have an open edge. Pull that down, and then you're going to pull your bottom one up, and you are going to tape it. Once you have it taped, you're going to flip it over, and you're going to see that you have a little slot. Now, you can put whatever you want in here, to from card, whatever, but I love these little Michaels cards. They were on sale for a couple bucks and they fit in here perfectly. You could also print out your own little tags to slide in there. But look at Santa. He is so cute. Now here's how you do that pocket effect, but with a larger present. You're going to take a piece that you know is a little bigger than what you need, fold it in half, crease it, and then you're going to take that bottom with the fold and crease it up again. Then you're going to open it up, leaving that crease underneath, as you can see here, and put your present right on top. Then you're going to wrap just as you would with tape, and you can cut off any excess on the outside as needed. And you just are going to fold in that bulkier part where you're creating your flap, just like you would a regular present. Get that all taped down, and then once you flip it over, you have a fun little pocket. Now, I like to grab specifically these garlands as well as these pom-poms for wrapping. They're great for crafts, but they're also great for wrapping. Look how cute this is, tied on like this. And then I also added my little felt bow clip that I created in my Cricut video this year. I'll link that if you're interested. But then the gift card goes right in there. Your card goes right in there. Whatever you want to slide in there. And this is all Dollar Tree items that looks so much more high-end than just Dollar Tree. It wouldn't be a true Whiskey and Wit video if I didn't include some DIY hacks. So you're going to grab some Dollar Tree fake snow as well as this quick cover you can find in the plate and cup aisle. You want to make sure you get the clear and transparent. Then you are going to grab this free printable over in my library of these mason jars, and you can print them out on whatever color paper that you want. So I did red, green, or this craft paper color. That's what I'm going to use for this example. Then I cut out some cute little snow images, and if you are blinking and squinting, no, these are not my kiddos. I do not have them in the right position, so I'm going to be taking these pictures this weekend, but I wanted to show you guys this project because it's so cute. Then you are going to cut out your mason jar, and when you cut the kiddos out, you just want to get as close as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then we're going to do a light fold, being careful not to crease the actual cardstock that we printed on. And we're going to cut out this little window in the center of our mason jar. Then we are going to cut a piece of quick cover and then one the exact same size that fits within that window. You want to make it a little bit bigger. Take one piece, lay it down, add your cute little kiddo cutout, and then add some fake snow on the top. I sprinkled it on, and then I used my finger to kind of remove it from the back, so then that way the quick cover that we're going to put on to seal it is going to stick to that cardstock as well. Just stick that on, use your hand to push it down, and then mark so that you get it a little bit bigger than your window, but not too big so you can tape it on the back. Flip over your mason jar and use some Scotch tape to stick it down. My last step was to add just a little bit of ribbon. This is left over from those corkscrews before. And how cute are these? They look so good on the tree because the lights just shine and sparkle through that fake snow. And you know me, I'm not a big glitter fan, but these are fine because it's all contained within the magic cover. I did a little bit of the faux snow for that project, and so I decided to use it for another one as well. I also grabbed some of these little jar ornaments, and we have a few of these cute little Disneyland 70th toys from McDonald's, but you could do this with action figures. You can get the action figures at Dollar Tree. I just cut a couple pieces of cardboard to rise it up off the base, and then I hooked down my little figure. I was so excited. We got the Hatbox Ghost as one of Finn's toys, and he knows how much I love it, so he gave it to me, but we're going to put it in an ornament for everybody to enjoy. I like this because it really makes the tree and ornament process fun. You can make things specific to the kiddos in your house, but you can also eliminate a lot of the extra clutter from those little kids' meal toys, which, you know, is always a win too. I went a little hog wild initially, so I had to figure out my ratio, but then I love these little figures inside the little snow globes. They are so fun. Finn loves them too, and I just added my own ribbon, but you could leave the hanger that came from Dollar Tree. So fun. This year we decided to do our dining room in an elf theme because we've got a decent amount of stuff between my DIYs and what we've purchased, and also Finn is loving this movie, so it is really fun for our family. And there were a couple projects that I wanted to get done, and so I wanted to share them in here because they are Dollar Tree projects. One being this really cute setup that resembles when Buddy decorates Gimbals overnight. So to make the snowflakes that look like hand-cut snowflakes, I grabbed some of these Dollar Tree paper doilies. You're going to take all 8 in each size and fold it in half. Then you're going to fold the 2 sides into the center and then fold that in half. Then you're going to add a little bit of glue, or you can also use a glue stick, and we are going to hook together those middle pieces, but you just want the middle pieces, not the whole thing, to glue together. So just put the dots on that thick line, and then once all 8 of those are put together, create an upside down T, and then continue to sandwich them together until all 8 are hooked. Then your final step is to open your snowflake, and then you can either glue one more upside down T, or you can do what I did and use a paper clip. It helps with hanging, and it also helps with being able to fold them down for next year. I ended up making 4 different sizes, so I grouped 2 on each side, hung them with some command strips, and then I finished it off with this free printable banner over in my library, Welcome Santa, to look like the light brights that Buddy sets up. This you can easily print on cardstock, cut it out, string it up, and you've got a fun little elf setup, and it's the perfect addition to our dining room. The craft buddies know I am all about working smarter, not harder. So as you are decorating or putting stuff out this season, grab your phone or pen and paper wherever you like to make lists and write down what you actually need. That's going to help you come after Christmas sales because you can get your stuff for next year super cheap, but also you're not going to overbuy because you know what you need. Another way to help yourself in the future is to take pictures and video of your setups that you like. Now, you could just save it on your phone and pull it up next year, but I have so many pictures and videos on my phone. So I printed out some of my favorite setups and I'm sticking them inside of my containers for next year. So when I go to decorate, it's right there and I don't have to scroll for minutes through my phone. I needed some small gifts to go with gift cards to kind of zhuzh it up, so I grabbed some of these Rudolph milk chocolate pieces, and then from Hobby Lobby I grabbed some melting chocolate as well as some cake pop sticks for a couple bucks. On sale, they're even cheaper sometimes than Dollar Tree. I took them all out of their boxes, put them on some parchment paper, and I used the melting chocolate to add a stick to the back to create this little like chocolate pop. Just a fun way to display them, and as they're cooling you want to make sure that that stick is held straight, so I just used the other chocolate pieces to hold it up. I ended up doing 2 Rudolphs, a Santa, and then also the snowman. You just let them harden for 20-30 minutes and then they are ready to go. Look how fun these are. They look so cute. They would also be a really fun favor if you're doing a Christmas party, but they are really fun to gift with a gift card. I just put them in a bag and gift them that way. All over my social media pages, I've been seeing people make salto ornaments, which is also how I got into felt ornaments this year. So, we're just doing all the crafts. Here's how we made them. They're so easy to make and they turned out so cute, especially for keepsakes. You're going to mix together 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of salt, and then as it's mixing, I slowly added 3/4 cup of warm water. You want to mix it up. You can also do it by hand. This just saved me some time, and you want it to feel kind of like Play-Doh. Give it a quick knead on some flour so then that way you've got any bubbles out. Then roll it out pretty thin. You want it to be about a 1/4 inch thick. And then you can start with cookie cutters or handprints. I did both the hand and footprints of my boys for keepsakes this year. And then Finn just went hog wild with cookie cutters and had an absolute blast. Now, before you put these in the oven to harden, the last 2 steps are to add a hole if you want to hang them. And then I also went through and evened out the edges. You can also use some water on your finger or water on a paintbrush to really fix those edges where the cookie cutter was. Then they're going to go into the oven at 250 degrees for 2.5 hours, low and slow. And then once they fully cool, you're ready to decorate. Now, I started with some chalk paint as a base coat. I would not recommend that. Use acrylic paint all the way because I did that on these gingerbread men and that worked so much better. For these, I cut out a regular gingerbread man and then I had a heart cut out. So I cut out that for the face and then I used the heart. I baked that down and that is going to be on the front of my ornament as well. The little handprints, I flipped them over and painted Santas. So we've got 2 little matching Santas. And it's really simple. These don't have to be crazy. You guys know I'm not the biggest, great painter, but these turned out really cute. Then when I was done painting everything and it was all dry, I decided to coat mine with UV resin because some of those videos I was seeing people did that and it made them look like $1 million and I had all the supplies on hand. Now, do you need to run out and go get UV resin? No. But if you have some, definitely try it because it makes them really pop. You can also coat them with just some glue, or you could also coat them with some Mod Podge. You just want something that's going to dry clear to protect them. Then I cut out cute little pictures of both boys and put them in the gingerbread men. And you guys, I am so on the nostalgia Christmas train. This makes me think of my childhood. And I just love these. The handprints turned out so cute too. I, growing up, to be totally honest, never understood why my mom loved our little kid ornaments so much. I get it now, Mom. I get it. And I have said that to her for so many things. Mom, now that I'm a mom, I get it. Let me know down in the comments, what is something that you just didn't understand growing up, but then once you became a parent, you just got it. Because I'm going to cherish these. I'm going to cherish these little Santas forever.
That's going to do it for this round of Dollar Tree Christmas hacks. Be sure, as always, to let me know your favorites down in the comments. I cannot believe how fast Christmas is coming. Also, a huge thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video and helping me bring you all of these amazing hacks. Get up to 10 free meals on your box at HelloFresh.com with code WhiskeyWhitFM. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's up to 10 free HelloFresh meals and free shipping. Just go to HelloFresh.com with code WhiskeyWhitFM. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to hit subscribe if you're new, if you liked today's video and you're not already a craft buddy, so you don't miss any future content, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!